Tyler's
done
already
what?
been. Tyler's
All
already
right,
been.
good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and Lee Armitage. Good evening. We have no Tyler this evening owing to medical issues.
He's got the jeeps.
He's got the, how can I put it? He's going to be spending some time in the sitting down position or chatting to the porcelain potty. So, and we couldn't have him on the show with a look on his face of, I'm just, no. So, well, you are strangely. You're one of my mates, so you've got to be a bit strange. Himself says it all. Not so much the Amish internet stopped working, more the Amish person. Not so much the Amish internet stopped working. He's things have gone wrong. Bless him. Right, how is everybody this week anyway?
Yeah, not too bad.
Still here.
I mean, technically, Tyler is still alive, and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah,
no doubt he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
So this week,
that'll be buried under a jeep.
That'll buried under a jeep. Yeah.
Could it have been the buried under the jeep that caused him to become ill?
Well, I did suggest this just before you came in. I think he's picked up some sort of strange infection from keep fiddling with the jeep. But
didn't Hanky? Didn't his kids have it? Anyway,
Yeah.
So of course, sharing is caring.
The kids have got it. They're coughing and spluttering. I think it's some sort of, flu type bug.
Yeah.
So a couple of days he'll probably be okay, bless him. But
stepdaughter and her partner have come back from Thailand. They've been away there for 10 days. Come back with a flu.
So long as it's only the flu they've come back with.
Yeah.
Got to be careful in Thailand.
And normal services resumed.
I didn't say what. Oh, he's back. This week's show, we are going to talk about how people treat medical staff, in particular nursing staff, doctors. Not because Bill wants to talk about nurses, although I'm sure that will come up at some point, but how people treat them, how mistreat them.
Yeah.
Because as much as there are some poor doctors, 99% of the doctors and nursing staff are pretty damn good, let's be honest. And we would be doing stuff without them. And the way some of the medical staff get treated is bad. It really is bad. Are you finished now, Craig?
Well, he's had a head effect because I'm doing this, and he's had a sleep, and he's gotten up hungry and angry, and he doesn't want whatever he's been offered.
All I have to say to your son is, England 0, Ireland 1. We won, England lost.
What was the score?
I can't remember now. But there was a lot of cheating going on by the English team.
Or was there? I didn't see the game because, of course, I was at work.
It's worth watching, actually.
Right.
That's not me watch it now.
No.
So I just think that the way medical staff are generally treated, I know that, like Lisa's, I know she's had issues.
Oh, that's not good, Lisa.
Yeah.
The stench disintegrating. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah, that's
So in other words, they're going to try it again in 6 weeks when it's disintegrated more and there's going to be nothing left of it, basically.
Well, I know how they're going to try it. I shan't say, because let's just say it will make every man's eyes in here go very wide and painfully. Yes.
closely followed by Crossed and Tearful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is something that could have just saying about, because I mean, this has been
Yeah.
an ongoing thing with Lisa. We've been talking
Yeah.
about this. This could have been sorted if that stent had been removed when it should have been removed. It wouldn't have disintegrated. It would have been removed. Everything would have been okay. Problem over. Owing to office staff, I think, it just sort of got ignored.
That's it. It strikes
And now
me it's an administrative error.
it's a
Or
fucking big
Big
error.
administrator. Yeah.
otherwise known as a fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what's going to be happening. They've got to wait for the swelling to go back down again so that they can try again.
But the issue is, this is a gentleman who is not young in years,
Yeah.
doesn't like being in hospital at all for other reasons from his past. Same, it's sort of same as me, you know. He doesn't like it in there. He has Parkinson's and other issues. But like Lisa said, nurses been fabulous, so you can't blame them.
The thing is, the consultant's notes should have been checked because there is normally somebody checking a consultant's notes anyway.
There should be.
Well, to be honest, Hanky, that is a lovely offer. It really is. It's a
I think
lovely
it'd be
offer.
struck off straight away.
But I already have quite a good doctor, so I think I'm going to stick with them for the time being. But good luck with your medical career. The fact that it will last about 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that should have been raised, though, Lisa, at the time, that there weren't any notes to check, because there should have been a proper procedural notes afterwards.
The issue about this is that you can say what you like about paperwork and all that. You still got to remember that there's a person involved in this. That's the issue with all these cases. With any case like this, you know, how's it going to affect him? Well, we know it's how it's affected him. I already, you know, obviously, talked to Lisa a lot, and yeah, and Lisa is looking into like she just said, going to a solicitor. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all.
No.
Thankfully, her mum did drag her out of the hospital before she did something that the hospital would have regretted. And we'd have ended up all having to raise bail money to get Lisa out of the local police station. I think this is a sad thing. It raised another point. You only ever hear about the bad stuff coming out of a hospital and things that go wrong. And hospitals and doctors and nurses do a hell of a lot of good stuff. And the hours they work, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly when you find out nurses have been doing double shift and the 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So they don't actually go home for 2 days.
The thing is, Lisa, you've got your own medical problems as well with your sugar levels going up and down and at silly rates. This on top is not going to help your medical problems. But yeah, staying calm in a situation like this, yeah, it's easier said than done sometimes.
Hey, William.
Evening, William.
Hi,
buddy.
William.
Well, but yeah, it's the medical side of things. I do think generally, I think the hospitals are pretty damn good. Yeah, it's not good to a 4.2. The trouble is, yours is so fast with the diabetes side of things. There's something obviously not worked right there.
Yeah, it's.
But it's not something I really understand, diabetes. Well, I understand about what it means basically, but I don't. So.
The way you keep crashing, I think you need to be back at the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get some more pictures though, then, Lisa. Good.
Tyler has got some gastric distress.
He's got the shits.
He's got the shits.
Now let's hope they can come up with something positive from it, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's currently sat on the toilet, apparently.
Yep.
I like tits in nature, actually, Lee. Much like yourself. A nice pair of tits in nature is yes. Although in this weather, they're mainly blue tits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop with the jokes before we get in trouble. He could, William. He could sit on the throne while doing the show. Bog cam.
Mm.
I bet he has, Lisa.
Digital photography has changed the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a marvelous thing.
Did you see that there's legislation getting put in place to stop AI being able to create child images?
No, I haven't seen that yet, mate. No.
Yeah.
I'm grateful they have.
Mm-hmm.
But there is also legislation.
Yeah,
there's also legislation being put through that means AI has access to everything on the internet, so it can learn.
Oh, great!
Oh, marvelous!
Because that's the other half of the bill.
And is this AI called Skynet or?
Well, it should be.
No, I'm not making any comment on that.
Don't need to.
No. No.
Yeah, there's that one coming in
Mm-hmm.
with the sentences on AI adapted in images, shall we say? But
I mean,
at the same time, though, AI is being allowed to circumvent all of the copyright laws on the music industry.
yeah.
Mm.
Which means AI, if you put the right wording into the algorithm, can claim that a song written 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that it produces belongs to the AI server.
I said at the start of this AI thing, I didn't like the idea of AI when it's involved with especially video and pictures. Because as much as you can get some funny stuff with that, there's also the other side of it that people are going to use it for
Mm-hmm.
bad reasons. We knew that was going to happen.
Honestly, you look, whenever a new technology's come out, who's been one of the first industries to use it?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether it's the camera, cine film,
Well, William,
VHS.
at the risk of being completely shut down and thrown in prison for being a right-wing fascist Nazi or whatever they want to call me now, let's be honest, the Labour government, going back many, many years, and members of the Conservative, have been involved in child-related activities. So the Labour government would be all for AI, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You know, the problem is these are people in positions of a high power who don't get caught. They don't get caught for it. Very rarely does any of them get in them. And like Lee just said, and covering it all up. That covering it up, the cover-ups are unbelievable. If you can be bothered to do your research and look into it and find out, the cover-ups are unbelievable. Unbelievable that have been going on. Like telling the police that, oh, no, well, he's an MP, let him go. It's okay.
Yeah.
And it just gets forgotten about. And that's not just this country, that's all over the world this is going on. The only thing you can do is, especially with the internet, is try and limit the type of pictures that you put on of children. The days of putting a baby on lying in front of the fire on a rug or something like everybody used to do, or in the bath, things like that, which were innocent. They were just innocent family pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. You cannot do it. Because those images are going to be exactly New World Orderly. New World Order run by the map people. Makes me feel fucking sick. It really does, these people. And they get away with it. And the people who are reporting that half the time, the people who report these there's only one word for them, paedophiles. The people who report them, they find something against them and charge them. That's the system you're working with. A system that is so corrupt. Unbelievable.
That's the thing that's coming out of it is there will be no intellectual property anymore on the internet.
No, William, there is a new world order. This new world order is, I see what you're saying, it isn't a new thing. The new world order has been there going back to 1950s.
It went back before. It went. There was parts of it went back to the Victorian era.
They're just waiting. You don't know, but they're in the background controlling the things we don't necessarily know about.
Mhm.
Got a bit off subject here, but yeah, it's scary when you look into it. You know, planes miraculously crashing in America for no apparent reason. Why? What? There's some weird shit going on in the world at the minute.
I was saying in America, what the hell was a military aircraft doing on a civilian flight plan?
What about all of the unmanned craft that are all over America at the minute?
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
America has ignored this. They're going
You think
over
that-
military compounds, and the Americans aren't stopping them.
Do you think that one in Philadelphia, they might have hit a drone?
No, it's a military helicopter.
No, I mean the one in
I think
the one in
I think-
Philadelphia.
I think it could be a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
The person we need is not on, is G, because G, he looks a lot into this. But I think that people will think, oh, Matt's got his tin hat on again. Yeah, I have got my tin hat on again. And I believe that there is more going on in this world than we know about. A lot more shit
Mhm.
and a lot of bad shit. And the future is not all fucking rosy. It really isn't. Yeah, you ever notice that, Tyler? Whenever something goes wrong, it was just routine.
It was a
Well, it wasn't
routine flight.
routine, because if it was routine, it wouldn't have been above its flight height. It had a maximum ceiling height, that aircraft, and it was above it. Why? The pilot is either shit and can't read an altimeter, or there's something else going on. But it'll all come out in the end. It will all come out in the long run. It will all come out. But what they'll do is we'll probably have another case of Chinese flu. There'll be something like another case of COVID worldwide to take our eye off what is actually going on.
Yeah.
Or there'll be another war start somewhere to take our eye off this, to put it on something. Governments are very good at that.
Mhm.
And just while we're on governments, what's anybody's thoughts on the comments of in America about how they think that the Adolf Hitler was kind of right in what he thought, his viewpoints?
Somebody wants a bullet.
That's the latest one. There's people in America thinking that Adolf Hitler had it right.
Some of what Adolf Hitler tried to do may have started out right, what it became was very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, there's definitely there will be another war come, I think. The Communist Flu Part 2.
You know, I think with a lot of stuff that we don't necessarily want to see coming.
Well, I think one of the things that is going to happen in this country is we're going to end up as a third world country.
Mm.
Keep going, because we're not far off now. And it's pretty obvious that our current Prime Minister definitely wants it to be a more ethnically diverse country. But not really diverse. He wants more of one particular nationality or religion.
But I watched the thing earlier as well. Since Trump came in and his threats of tariff and all that, Canada is starting to bite back and say, well,
Mm-hmm.
you want to pull that one? We're not going to supply your electricity or your oil.
But
The
they've
White
also
House-
announced a 25% tax as well.
The White House is going back to candles.
Mm. 4 candles.
4 candles.
Oh,
I don't know. Well, I did like the bit in the news saying about diversity, that Donald Trump actually blamed the air crash between a helicopter and an aircraft. He blamed it on diversity and transgender.
yeah.
Now,
I
I
don't know
think
where he gets that from.
I think the whole transgender thing has gone a little bit nuts. It's gone over the top with what's going on. But you can't really blame an air crash on somebody's sexuality. So an air crash was caused by somebody who wants to wear or be a woman. Or
Yeah.
be a man.
You know, it's the whole thing is ridiculous. It really is.
Do you think Donald ever actually thinks what he's saying before he says it?
No.
Put mouth in, put mouth, put in mouth, worry about it after.
Oh, he's definitely got foot in mouth disease.
Mm.
Yeah, but this was what he was on about, Lisa. He was trying to blame the air crash on sexuality. How the fuck? You're either qualified to fly a plane or
Oh,
helicopter,
you're not.
or you're not. It doesn't really matter about the sexuality part. Fucking moron, honestly. Has anybody bought anything this week, by the way?
No.
No.
No, I haven't. I hadn't even looked.
I did have that atemporal squonk last week.
Yeah.
So that's about it. It's a nice enough squonk.
I don't think there's nothing worth bothering with at the minute, to be honest.
No.
I think the only thing I bothered with was last week I bought them a few sets of coils.
Yeah.
Mm. This is true, Lisa. You have had a busy week. A very busy week.
But there just doesn't seem to be much coming out, and it's such a slow trickle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even worth looking at eSig one once a week anymore.
Well, I still get the emails, but it's always like you open the email and it's for like juice that you don't want.
Yeah.
Or a pod system you don't want.
Mm.
Yeah, but you can get a free pod system if you buy the juice that you don't want.
Yeah.
So you get two things that are free.
That you don't want.
Mm. Hi, Martin.
Yeah, Martin.
You're right, Martin.
It's not worth driving, Lisa. Not if your sugar levels are too low. Fucking hell. No, it's just not worth it. It's...
At the end of the day, Martin, you're right.
I don't have a problem with the the whole. I don't have an issue with it. I don't. It's just when it gets used as a beating stick, you know, it's like it's weaponized.
Mm.
I
That's
don't
when
like that.
Yeah. That's when I don't like it.
Like the whole Pride. I'm going to move on to the Pride marches now. It was meant to be one Pride march a year to celebrate them getting, gay people getting their rights. Okay,
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's not once a year, is it? There's like one every fucking couple of weeks. It's all the time. It's gone over the top.
And it's turned political.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been weaponized, hasn't it? It's like
Yeah.
a lot of things. They've weaponized it, so you can use it as like a political beating stick to have a go at anybody and everybody. Like anarchist cyclists. I have a real issue with cyclists. A real fucking issue with cyclists that ride like 4 feet out from the edge of the road and then moan at you when you go past them. And the police expect now that you should give them 5 feet distance from the end of their handlebar. If they're 4 feet out from the curb, if we're on the roads I'm on, if they're 4 feet out from the curb, and then I'm 5 feet out from them, I'm on the
You're on
grass
the
line,
other side
the
of the
opposite
road.
side
Yeah.
of the road.
Mm.
Yeah. I totally agree with you there, Tyler.
anywhere where there's any summer traffic or holiday traffic, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, caravans. Oh my God.
They're not much better up here, Martin.
You ever notice though, caravan people,
Mm.
they buy a caravan, which they're going to use to go on holiday maybe once or twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
So they go out and they go on holiday with their caravan. They go trundling off around the country, getting in everybody's way.
Plus, they don't put the extendable mirrors on that they have to have so that they can see all the way down as well. Yes.
And then they get home, they park caravan up. 6 months later, they go out, they hook the caravan back up and go back out on holiday.
Mm-hmm.
They don't bother checking little things like tyre pressures or
No.
is it safe? Oh, no, we won't bother checking that. So we go down the motorway, the tyre blows out, the caravan goes sideways, and the car ends up on its side. With a bit of luck. If you're gonna buy something to go on holiday in, buy a fucking van, buy like a motorhome or something.
Yeah, I mean, me mum and her partner, they've got a motorhome, but they're probably away 30 weekends a year, and of that, half of it are full weeks. So they're actually using it. They're going out. They're getting away.
I get that. If you want to go away and you maintain your vehicle properly and you go off and do what you want to do in your caravan, wherever you want to travel, fine. That's great. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. And have you ever seen caravan drivers trying to reverse with a caravan on? It's hilarious.
That's quite funny.
Because they can't drive. They just can't drive with a trailer on.
Mm.
I mean, when I started, when I was at Spectre Tech, I used to do all the driving when we were transferring stuff by trailer.
Yeah.
I spent a couple of days just driving, reversing up to different angles on the loading bays. So I was coming in from different angles to the loading bays and learnt to drive.
Yep.
And at the end of it, my boss said, right, go on then. I want you to back it now from there, but I want it at 90 degrees and take up to the loading bay. So I had to prove I could do it.
Yep.
Mm.
Caravanners don't have to do that. They don't have to learn about the extra distance you need to get around a corner.
Nope.
Mm.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. I must admit, it's been a while since I've met a caravan on the bus. Thank God. Usually, if they go down from Kingswear.
Yeah, it's not that easy to get a caravan on a bus.
No.
It is if the bus breaks hard enough for it.
Mm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Lisa, I agree. The issue with pride marches and cops in rainbow suits with heels on, yeah. And then they expect to be respected by people. No. The police being on these marches as opposed to being there as policemen and just standing there as a policeman and doing their job, why do they need to be getting dressed up as well?
Mm.
That's not their job.
It's not their job, no.
But people haven't had any respect for the police for years.
Mm.
How can you respect the police anymore? The police
It's difficult because we don't have police doing patrols around towns. We don't have them doing foot patrols anywhere.
No, they drive around in their noddy car, stopping like kids who've probably not really done anything.
Yeah. Once a week.
Yeah. No, they don't, Lisa. They don't help themselves because the police should be out there and be totally neutral. If there is a crime being committed, don't matter who it is, colour, race, creed, whatever,
No.
then deal with it. That's their job. Just coppers nowadays are shit.
The problem is everything the police are asked to do now is political.
Yeah, and that's the fault of the people in government.
Yeah.
We're back to weaponising things, and the police have weaponised the police force into becoming sort of an army.
Well, I think there was a thing that I filled a survey in for us bus drivers that on about giving us more training so that we can report on antisocial behaviour, intervene, and all that sort of rubbish.
Whoa. So you're going to get extra money for this, are you?
Probably not. Of course not.
Well, you're not a policeman, so what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to intervene. You're going to walk up to a group of like 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
And then you're going to end up getting probably attacked.
Yeah. Or any issues and tackling antisocial behaviour, drug dealing, all that sort of thing that might be happening on the buses. Yeah, no chance.
Give me your drugs. Why?
Because I want to take some myself.
I'm bored driving the bus.
Give us a drink. I've never driven a bus when I've been pissed. Let's have a. Can see that going down rather well.
Yeah, it does. It all
Not
comes
that I
down-
would.
No, I know you wouldn't, mate. It's got ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my uncle was a local bobby, and he took his sergeant's exam, found out what it meant if he took the promotion that went with it, and said, that's not what I joined the police to become. And so stayed just a PC his entire career. But he was a village bobby who walked around the villages.
Give it time, Lee. I'm sure you will get reported to HR at some point. For being a National Front member or some such bollocks. It's that aggressive music you listen to.
Well, of course, I haven't heard any complaint yet about that woman last week that said she felt bullied, victimised because I told her she couldn't use a specific ticket. I'm intimidated. Yeah.
Well, what did you do to her?
Told her she couldn't use the ticket that she'd been using.
Well, how's that being victimised?
I don't know.
You mean
She felt
basically
intimidated.
she was trying it on and didn't
Basically,
like.
yeah. And didn't like that I'd caught. Yeah.
So basically, you called her out. She didn't like it. She threw a wobbly. You told her to basically fuck off, but not in those words.
No, I didn't swear at her.
No, I'm not saying you did, mate. I'm saying basically
No.
you sort of use that one or on your bike type of thing.
No, I don't think I even said that. I was told I could use this ticket. Unfortunately, you've been told wrong. Whether it was my tone or I don't know.
I'm
you-
hurt my feeling. Oh,
Yeah,
shut up.
basically.
Oh,
Basically.
get up, you silly boy.
maybe you were sarcastic at her.
No.
Never.
Unfortunately, my tone does come over as slightly sarcastic at the best time.
Yeah, but that's because you were Scot.
Yeah,
We-
and I was told the other day that I was rude. Yeah,
Most
and your
Scots
point
are.
Yeah, but that's because you were Scot.
Yeah, and
Tell her if she thinks that's rude, she's better go.
it was a point-to-point ticket, and she was trying to use the point-to-point to get opposite way back to where she started.
So it's the wrong ticket.
Yeah,
Well, then
I
buy
bought
the
3
right
of these.
one, you dipshit.
I bought 3 of these. Yeah, unfortunately, you got to say because the ticket was Melbourne to Shippey in Torquay, and
So-
she was at Shippey going back to Melbourne, but she was showing the Melbourne. Yeah, it's got to actually be Shippey to Melbourne.
So she was
Or,
a moron.
Yeah.
She was the
Yeah,
moron.
basically.
She got
The
caught.
unfortunate. Yeah,
It's a.
but can't I use this because it's the same price? No, it's the wrong ticket.
Can I pay you with some cornflakes and a bottle of milk? No.
Can I have a return ticket? Where
Can-
to? Back
can-
here, of course.
Back here. Yeah. Can I pay you next time I see you? No.
No.
Does the bus pick up from here?
It is if
I
you've
know
got
the
the
bus-
right ticket.
I know the bus says Torquay Depot on the front, but you're not going to Newton Abbot, are you?
Ah,
Yeah.
I think
that level of intelligence.
all it proves to me is that people are becoming more and more stupid. That is the issue. People are becoming
Excuse me.
stupid. More
Oh, yeah.
stupid.
Thankfully, I'm wearing headphones, either in both ears, so that I can have the deafness in both ears.
Well, keeps it balanced.
I know, yeah.
You see, my comeback would have
Unfortunately,
been,
I've got a stereo microphone as well.
Mm.
my comeback would have been, if you don't like it, you should have saved your money and bought a car, shouldn't you, you tight ass cow? Now, fuck off.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do work. I would never work in retail, mate, because I would be so ruthless. I just wouldn't care.
I mean, my mum and my stepdad, we had the village shop where, when I first moved out of East Yorkshire, we lived in Snayton. And we would literally be open all hours just to try and make ends meet. But we would rip the piss out of our customers, some at Chronic, and they go, "We don't have to come here and be insulted." He goes, "That's all right. You can go down the road. That shop will insult you just as much."
Just as much, yeah. We charge a premium
Unfortunately for you,
for
they're
install.
shut.
People seem to have lost their sense of humour, though, nowadays, don't they? They're really, people don't have a sense of humour anymore.
No,
That you can't get away with saying shit like that. I feel oppressed. That's nice.
That's nice.
Glad I could be of service.
That's nice. Here, have a bottle of orange juice. Freshly pressed 2 weeks ago.
Why would look? I don't like most people as it is. I don't want to work in a shop and have to deal with self-entitled dickheads every fucking day. I just no. I was quite happy when I was working in a workshop. It was bad enough having to deal with some of them customers, and I used to get called twats. Quite a few times I was in the office and in trouble for calling people a fucking idiot. But they were fucking idiots.
well, it's like a good one I had. I worked delivering Calagas, and there was one place I delivered to. The only way of delivering it was to roll the bottles down the lawn, because any other way wouldn't have, because they were the big cylinders. The only other way wouldn't have been safe because it was on grass. And you slip with one of those, carrying one of those, you're hurt.
Oh yeah,
Seriously hurt.
could have just knocked the
And
valve off. With
I had one customer who complained because I used to roll the cylinders. Says, yeah, but that's the safest way of transporting them. Anything else, I'm going to leave big gouges.
Yep.
If I upright roll them, I'm going to leave big gouges through your lawn. I'm going to crack paving stones and all the rest. So I roll them. He put a complaint into my boss. So my boss said, well, you can go to another company then. We actually cancelled his contract.
You could have just lined them up at the top of the grass and just knocked the valve off with a hammer.
Trust me, that particular customer, I was tempted.
Incoming!
And just to get it to move a little bit quicker, just put a little spark at the end of it and launch it.
But I mean,
4-foot gas cylinder flying down.
Mm.
yeah.
Nice hole in the wall.
Well, it was delivered.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, it's empty now, but at least it was delivered.
You need another one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one customer, and they used to get through an awful lot of Calagas because they were running a restaurant kitchen. So, I mean, you can imagine how much they got through a week.
Mm.
I mean, they were getting 4, and some weeks they even got through 8 cylinders a week.
Yeah.
They had a nice big rolling lawn at the back that we had to roll the cylinders on. So we actually used to roll them across different sections each time we delivered. Kept their lawn beautiful.
Mm.
Like Martin said, you should have charged them.
Oh, no, I wasn't fussed with them because they always used to make sure, a cold winter's day, soup and a coffee, summer's day, a pint and a coffee, a pint or a coffee or a soft drink or whatever we wanted.
Mm.
And if we ever decided we wanted to go out for a meal, just phone them up and it was free.
A pint and the barmaid.
Might have done.
He was a lovely bloke.
It was.
His beard tickled a bit though.
I don't want to know.
But yeah, I mean, we had the commercial customers we had were normally really good.
Mm.
It was one or two of the domestic customers that they were just such contrary gits. I mean, we did a lot of building goods, and all the commercial builders and all that from the area couldn't fault them. And you look after good customers.
Of course you do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we used to sell our sand. Now we knew what our bags held of sand, but washed sand's best used fresh washed.
Yeah.
To make cement. So we never pre-packed it. But we just posted it as per sack. So someone thought they were going to be clever one day and came in with the big fertilizer sacks. So I gave him the price at the end of it. He goes, but it says per sack. I goes, yes, but our sacks are 100 weight. Yes, I know. And I said, all right, I'll fill the sacks. If you can lift one onto your trailer, I'll charge you it per sack. He couldn't even move them.
Yeah, won't they?
Mm.
I said, there's probably 350 to 400 weight of sand per sack. I said, I'll be generous. I'll just charge you 300 weight per sack.
You know, whoever came up with that.
What really got him though was when I then picked him up and put him on his trailer over the side.
Whoever came up with the saying, the customer is always right. No, they fucking ain't.
No,
was wrong.
The customer is usually a moron.
Yeah.
Tyler, no, I can't imagine Tyler drinking rum.
Well, not for long. Glug, glug, splat.
That's the one lead. The customer is a pain.
Mm-hmm.
The customer is always an arsehole.
Mm.
And because everybody's got complaints departments now, they've got worse. They've got worse and worse.
To be honest, Martin, yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd do the same.
I'd be the same.
Yeah, Martin, you're talking people in Devon. They can sometimes be a little bit backwards and want it as cheap as possible.
Tyler, you're drinking the wrong rum. I know of a few good rums that would definitely they'll definitely cure your ailments, put it that way.
Pusser's gunpowder.
Oh, that's lovely, that. It's only about 35 quid a bottle now.
Yeah. That would cure him.
Or kill him. For you and me, it would be the kill, but I mean...
There was a time where it was a normal drink.
It was once, yeah. I have drunk a fair few bottles of that over the years.
Yeah,
Woods
I might
Navy.
have drunk one or two.
Woods Navy.
Got a bottle of Woods Navy down there.
Love that stuff. Just don't start drinking it again. Don't.
No. But the nice thing about the Pusser's gunpowder is it's 57% by volume.
Yep. I'm still determined to get Tyler to drink some proper mescaline.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Get him to do it on a live.
Oh, God.
Let's see how much sense he's making by the end of the show.
That's very true, Martin. Good overproof rum is smoother.
There's what's it called? There's a South African rum. It's a yellow label. You only get it in the small bottles, like the hip bottles. I can't think what it was. Somebody bought me a bottle of it years and years ago. It's a South African rum. Oh my God, it's fucking. It's harsh. But if you leave it for a couple of years in the bottle, the harshness goes away.
Yeah.
That stuff could take paint off though.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like drinking proper Calvados.
Like Calvados.
I used to love Calvados.
So expensive now though.
Yeah. And don't spill it on your nice table.
No, because your table will melt.
Because that will actually burn your table.
Yep, it will burn the wood.
But that's only about 80 by volume, isn't it?
Yeah,
Trouble was, I used to have a source of it from France.
For me, Kraken rum is okay. It's a Kraken is
It's a bit sweet.
It's an everyday rum.
Yeah.
You are not pouring fucking perfectly good rum on a guitar.
No, I think he means the Calvados for the burnt effect.
Tyler thinks Miller Lite's a strong beer. I don't think Tyler's a big drinker, bless him. I think he's most Americans aren't that big a drinker, to be honest.
I remember many moons ago we had a couple of guys over from America for the pre-dispatch training sessions with some new computers.
Yeah.
And we took them to the pub. And by the end of the night, they were absolutely gone. We'd probably only had a dozen pints.
Yeah.
And by halfway through, they were only drinking halves.
They're not a big, drinking in America is not a big thing, to be fair. It really isn't. They're not big drinkers.
Yeah, but we've looked on some of the spirits that you're buying, and they're lightweights to some of what we drink.
Trouble with American stuff is always seems to be, it's like a lot of their things, it's very, very sugar laden.
It's either very sweet or very, very harsh. There doesn't seem to be a balance with it.
That doesn't surprise me, Martin. Doesn't surprise me. I tell you, a nation of people who are fucking, they can drink like fuck, and they're not very big people, are the Japanese. Because when I was working at Chesterfield for Kawasaki, we used to get a lot of the Japanese engineers come over. Tell you what, for only little people, a small race of people generally, fuck me, the Japanese are a bunch of pissheads. They can proper stack alcohol away.
Yeah, but you look at their sake.
Mm.
Thing is, 100 proof is still lightweight to a lot of what we look at.
You just said there, Tyler, if I take this completely out of order, he just got a bottle of knob and got his mum to sniff his knob.
But 100 proof's not a high strength.
No, Lee, nothing explains karaoke. Nothing explains karaoke. Fucking karaoke. Why did the Japs invent such a crap thing?
Baby metal.
Baby metal.
And
Not a
that's
big
all
fan
I'm
of-
saying.
Not a big fan of baby metal.
No. It does that typically Japanese thing. It's technically very proficient.
Yeah.
It's just boring.
Yeah. That's what happens at New Year's party in the Amish community.
You know. Oh, yeah. Well, 100 proof in theory is 50% by volume.
But it depends what level it's to do with the height as well, isn't it? It goes by height of the atmosphere and
Yeah.
atmospheric pressure as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be great. That would Louis Theroux documentary in Tyler's house. That would be fucking amazing.
Oh, that
Weird
would be so funny.
Amish.
And you know what is the one question is going to be? So how often do you fix this Jeep? I've been with Tyler for 4 days, and every day he's repaired this bastard Jeep.
He loves it, really. He loves fixing that Jeep.
And it still don't fucking work.
It doesn't say much for him as a mechanic, does it?
does say a lot about Jeeps, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
oh, that was one of Donald's, wasn't it? He wants to withhold the sale of American cars to Europe.
good.
Yeah.
I agree. Keep them.
Yeah.
I do not want anything that's been built in America, thank you. They haven't built a decent car.
Not since the 70s.
There was a few muscle cars that, yes, I
Yeah.
admit I have a bit of a thing for, but
There was a couple of nice muscle cars.
Mm.
Tyler, you can't blame the person helping you.
Yes, but I don't think Rover counts, Tyler.
Yeah, no, the least
Yeah.
said about the drill bit. The least said about that.
Oh, God.
Why can you not just give him a job to do, like something simple, very simple?
Nitroglycerin in the crankcase, and then get him to start the engine. Yeah, but it cures two problems at once.
I think you should give up, Tyler. Just give up on it. It's shit. There comes a time when you just gotta say it's fucked.
No, Tyler, you made a mistake by turning up there in the first place.
Hmm.
No, because if he no, you got to think if he hadn't turned up, this tit would have tried fixing it himself,
Yeah,
and then
but
it would have.
yeah, but it wouldn't be Tyler's problem.
No.
You need to learn the word. No, I'm not doing it. It's fucked. There is only so many times you can like gaffer tape, cable tie it, and stick something back together before you look at it and think it's fucked.
Yeah, that was 2 months ago.
When was the car built? Because it was shortly after that.
I've got it. Gun gum. Just gun gum everywhere.
They could go with that, I suppose. Yeah. I still like my idea of just fill the whole car with thermite and just set it on fire.
Thermite, nitroglycerin, they're both simple enough.
Throw it all on. Be an almighty bang and the car disappears. Problem solved.
Well, there is the other one, seen as it's had that leak with the power steering. Just a bit of ammonia under the bonnet. Give it a minute and a half. It'll sort itself.
I just don't like American built things. Don't even get us started on this fucking car, Lee. Honest to God. The only way of fixing it is to take it out and shoot it. The car, that is, not Tyler. Although if he keeps going,
Yeah, think chances are if he shoots it, it'll plug up what's leaking,
well, at least they put a bit more metal in it.
and then it'll work again.
Yeah, for another couple of days. Till something else falls off, wobbles free, or... I'm sorry, I just don't know. I think American cars are absolute piles of crap.
No, we've got proof. Oh, God.
So what you're saying is you're going to be going down the road, the fuel tank's going to fall, hit the road.
Spark.
And then you're going to have a trail of flames falling out.
Briefly.
Well, yeah, we all
Until
know that one.
until the flames come, until he stops at traffic lights.
We all know that one, Martin. You know, Gibson guitars are the best guitar ever made. Ever. Nobody beats Gibson guitars. I'll just leave that there for about 10 seconds while Lee and Martin start.
There we go.
Isn't that where they get most of them made in Korea? I'm trying to think of something that America makes that they make well. And I can't.
Mistakes.
Yeah. Can't argue with that one.
Very, very limited on good stuff coming out of America. I did find something out the other day that was interesting, music related. Sennheiser headphones. Their head office is in Ireland.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And I think I'm going to make an appointment, because you can make an appointment and go down and walk around the factory and have a look around. It's probably going to cost me about 600 quid for a new set of Sennheiser headphones.
If you're lucky.
Well, I ain't buying the top of the line Sennheisers that I've just released. Jesus Christ.
And which ones were they?
I can't remember what the name of them is, but it's the one that comes with the Sennheiser preamp with it, which is made out of Italian marble. That when you hit the power switch on it, right, the buttons come out at you. They're all motorized and come out at you. It's valve amp as well. And where you put your headphones in the little velvet box is motorized, so that when you press the on button, the little drawer comes up.
Oh, that's going to be about
yeah.
$4,000.
No.
Try 70.
Oh.
They beat the previous record, which was 34.
Yeah, £70,000 for a set of headphones.
They made those ones with granite for resonance, didn't they? That were 34.
These are even better. They're stunning. Don't get me wrong, absolutely. But 70
Yes,
grand.
yes, darling. I'm sorry you're not going to get your walk-in shower that you wanted. I'm buying a new set of head.
The trouble is, I could, if I had like a few 100,000 in the bank, I probably would be that idiot that would go and buy them.
And then break them after pressing the power switch a dozen times.
Yeah.
Zzz, zzz, zzz.
I would be the twat who was sat there all day. Go,
And then you get 2 or 3 messages saying, Matt, will you stop sending us videos of that fucking amp, please?
£70,000. Jesus. I think I spent enough on hi-fi over the years. I really have. I'm trying to limit myself from buying stuff at the minute. I've limited myself from buying any more hi-fi stuff. I haven't bought anything for 3 months, so I'm doing well. Now, albums, that's a different story. I have been buying albums.
Yeah, I bought 2 albums that I've got this week. And I've ordered 6 more, plus I've got 4 on pre-order.
Yeah. I've got about 5 albums sat in the basket ready to buy at the minute. So I had a couple come through this week, so I'm working on my collection of Rory Gallagher stuff at the minute. I've got on a Rory Gallagher thing.
I've got, oh God, which one was it? One of Peter Green's albums coming.
Not with Fleetwood Mac.
No.
Is it in with the Peter Green band, or is it the one that he did? What was it called? There's a new one that's just been released, isn't there?
No, it's the Robert Johnson songbook.
Oh.
I also thought, just for comparison, I've ordered Eric Clapton, Me and Mr. Johnson.
I haven't. I'm going to order that as well, Lee. The new Behemoth album.
I ordered it the other night. I ordered it the other night while you were on the stream.
That new track of theirs, fuck me, it's brutal. It's proper fucking brutal. Really is. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that track. Be a bit too hard. Be a bit too heavy for a lot of people, probably, but I like it. I like Behemoth. I really do. I'm looking forward to Exodus's album when it comes out eventually, which will probably be later this year or next year, I think. Most of it is old stuff that I want to get. Most of it is albums that I've had in the past and not got anymore for various reasons. So I'm going to get them again.
Yeah, that's some of what I'm after doing, is replacing albums that I had but don't have any more.
The good thing is nowadays it isn't as expensive as it used to be. Depending what you're trying to find.
Well, I used to have all of the Gillan albums.
Yeah.
And it's not out yet. I think it's end of next month, there's the 6-album remaster box set coming out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did get this week. I mean, it's Rory Gallagher, but it's Rory Gallagher when he was with Taste. I got the Isle of Wight Festival album. I shan't say what I paid for it, but it wasn't cheap because it's the original recording.
Yeah.
I'd been trying to find that for ages. So I've now got 2 copies of that. I've got 1 copy on CD and 1 on vinyl. I'm getting terrible for that. I end up buying 2 copies of everything. So I have a vinyl copy and I have a CD copy.
Yes, but you have the CD for the car.
No. I have
And the
the
vinyl
CD.
for the house.
No, I listen to the CD in the house on the CD player. And then I have the vinyl for the turntable that's sat over here next to me. And then I rip the CD in very high quality and put that on my phone, which will play back
in the
very
car.
high quality, and then put that in the car. Oh, I'm right. I'm a right half.
I made the mistake on Wednesday night of just looking to see if there's any news on Devin Townsend's stuff coming out with the Moth and Axolotl project, and find out that he's brought out a new album called Power Nerd. So I bought the special edition.
He certainly is, Martin. Well, he went to prison for Satanism. Nurgle. I actually really like the guy. I think he's a really nice guy. If you ever see him interviewed, he is actually a nice guy. When he explains his beliefs on Satanism, people think, oh, he's a Satanist. Oh, he's running around and burning virgins and raping. No, he's not. It's his personal beliefs.
He's
actually quite a clever guy.
It's like a lot of beliefs that were vilified by Christianity.
Well, when you think about it, Satanism is kind of part of paganism, which is where everybody gets confused.
Yeah.
And really, I would say what Nurgle believes in is more paganism.
Most of the satanic stuff is.
I would sooner have our Prime Minister as Nurgle from Behemoth than I would the current MP. Make a much more interesting MP. Much more interesting.
I can think of a lot of people I'd rather have as Prime Minister.
That is true.
Just to my knowledge, none of them are involved in politics.
Oh, thank you very much, Lee. There was no need for that. You dipstick. You prize tool. I shall have a look after this. Earache have some really good stuff on, actually, if anybody is into them, like in their vinyl. And they have some really good deals on there, to be fair. They really do. Yes.
But
Martin, no, you don't want me as Prime Minister. The country would end up in more of a mess. I forget to put sugar in my coffee, let alone no. No,
No, hold on. There's one thing that you do. You would reverse the tax on vape.
I would, apart from people in the very, very south of England. I'd increase the tax in the south of England. Any Scottish people. No,
I'm not in the. I'm not in the very. I'm not in the very south of England.
you're not fucking far
Still
off.
still got Cornwall to go.
Go much further, mate. Your feet get wet.
Yeah, I know, but all I need to do is go Tamar. Yeah, but
Being serious, though, yeah, you're not wrong. I would. There's things like that. Obviously, I would reverse that. I would reverse the thing on giving money away to other countries, like the current government is.
Yeah.
I would give some money to other countries that have helped us in the past, but it would certainly be cut down a lot.
There was one possible good thing came out this week, though. They're considering an exemption for vending machines for disposables in places like mental hospitals.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry, you said I was thinking we were going to mention something else. Yeah. And yes, Lisa, I'd definitely say you as Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Especially with your financial background, you might actually get this country somewhere sort of back to sensible.
Because that thing was raised in Prime Minister's questions this week. Because the number of people in mental units who vape or smoke is very, very high.
Yeah. It's going to nip to the bathroom, guys.
And the easiest answer to it is disposable vending machines.
Yeah.
In the mental health units. It's better than them going even more psycho because they can't smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be, yeah.
I know when I was in, the place had a no smoking policy, but we had a smoking room. Lisa, I've done more finance than Rachel from complaints, and I know Sweetie Faye about it. But yeah, living on that sort of money, you learn how to. You learn what matters. Yeah, there was a big controversy about that, wasn't there?
Exterminate. Lisa saying about her weekly wage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting what Lisa gets paid, or anybody come for that on carers. That's unusual for her, Lisa, to stretch the truth.
Yeah, well, she lost the job because of taking too many dentist appointments, didn't she? Going to council meetings.
Somebody should have knocked her fucking teeth out. I personally, any of the front bench members of the Labour Party currently, none of them are fit for purpose. None of them.
No.
You've got Lamy, whatever his name is, who is a complete and utter moron, is the only word for it. You know, greeting, I think it was the French Prime Minister on the carpet. He greeted him and turned up in a suit with his trainers on. I mean, it's only a small thing, but you know, how is somebody from another country supposed to view us as being professional when this idiot turns up wearing a suit, a tie, and a pair of trainers, and you think, what the fuck are you doing?
True.
It just proves, well, in my eyes, that's proving total disrespect.
Well,
whether you like the French Prime Minister or not, I personally have no views on him, but like him or dislike him, you're supposed to show a certain amount of respect towards other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. And then he went on to say all sorts of very abusive things about Trump. Whether you agree with Trump or disagree, not getting into that one, but he's coming out and spouting shit that was absolutely ridiculous. The man's an idiot. Can't be trusted. Yeah, and in a position like that, you might think somebody's an arsehole. You might even have ways of saying it in a sort of professional manner. But to come out and say some of the things he did, geez. And
yeah,
it
but
proves
have you noticed how much Labour are backpedaling since Trump actually took the presidency?
the shit is going to, I mean, like we said earlier, the shit is going to hit the fan. No two ways about it. Siddiq Khan. Yeah, the least said about that bloke, the better, mate. Honestly, like, the least said about Khan, Jesus. Trying to price cars out of London, charging ridiculous amounts of money if you want to go to London in your car, while he drives around in an armour-plated Range Rover with his own security team because he's scared of getting shot.
So it should be.
Can't think why.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, but
Oh, we know Trump's not going to help anybody. I mean, he's already looking at creating a trade war with Canada. Wise move.
it's not. None of this is going to come out well at the end of it all. We're in a position of whatever happened to this country having like a proper industry, and we had a good engineering industry, we had a good car industry, motorcycle industry, and so on and so forth. It's gone. It's got. I mean, in my lifetime, it's gone. And yes, I know, Lee. Before you say it, I'm old. Yes, but it has. In 50 years, it's all gone.
Yeah.
It's scary. What industry is there left for anybody becoming an adult and wanting to get a job? What industry is there left for any of them to go into?
I remember when I left school at 16.
You can
Guess how
remember
many?
that.
Guess how many apprenticeships were available within an 80-mile radius?
40, 50.
6.
Yeah.
There were 6 apprenticeships.
It ain't now.
No.
I don't think there's anything. There's no apprenticeships left in engineering or any of those types of things. There's no real building trade left properly. Plumbing, electricians, all of that. There's not very much.
3 or 4 years before that, you would expect half of the lads leaving school to get apprenticeships.
Yeah. Yep.
Then you'd have some went into labouring and some went to college.
Yeah. But there was always jobs out there.
Yeah.
You could walk out of one job and walk straight into another job easy. Not anymore. Doesn't happen. It's why kids end up in fucking working in McDonald's. And I'm not slating anybody off, but it's why kids end up working in McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, and jobs with no real future prospects.
No.
They're not going to get anywhere doing those jobs.
But there are also jobs with no skills.
Yeah. Most of the engineering stuff is done abroad now. Mostly in China, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, I heard rumours that there's 1 or 2 apprenticeships started to appear, building things like the wind farms.
Yeah.
But that's about it. But you're still looking at only a handful of apprenticeships.
Yeah. It's
That's true, Lisa.
death metal birdies.
I mean, where do you think the band's got the ideas from?
Death metal birdies. So long as they don't look like a Kiss act.
Well, do you remember when you used to get bottles of milk delivered and the tops would always be pecked in?
Yeah.
It wasn't because they were after the cream or anything. They were all head banging.
It's after the milk to go to the paint with. Ah, dear. But Tyler must have died, I think.
Yeah, that or he's fallen asleep on the toilet.
Somebody flushed the toilet while he's on it.
Mhm.
Oh, don't you know about the American system being a negative pressure system?
I wake him up. That's also a possibility.
Mhm.
Now, mind you, yeah, it's coming up 10-2, so he'll probably be getting moaned at the minute.
Mm.
Tyler is currently stuck around the U-bend.
He's either disappeared down it or he's wishing he had.
Mm.
He's shitting up while trying to puke in the sink. That is true, Lee.
Well,
It
yeah, he
is
keeps trying to fix a Jeep.
Mhm.
Do we
yes.
need any more proof?
No. No, I don't think we need any more proof.
Just hopefully, if he repairs that fuel tank, he doesn't weld it.
I mean, you can weld a petrol tank.
Mm.
I don't recommend leaving the petrol in, though.
No.
Well, do you remember how we used to get dents out of motorbike tanks?
Yes.
I may have done it once or twice. It's not to be recommended.
We have tried that
Mm.
one. We have recommended that he change his dietary patterns instead of eating the shit that he eats.
American food type substance.
The outhouse has fallen over.
Mm.
Dial up in the outhouse. I like it.
He didn't know if getting some abuse, I tell you.
Yeah, mostly off us.
And he's not even here to defend himself either.
Well, no, that's his
Yeah,
own
but
fault.
we'll abuse him if he was.
He knows
True.
that. If he was here or not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're going to get abused. So it's not our fault. He's Amish. Bless him. Poor little Tyler.
You know, I mean, this is one of those times we can honestly say we are not saying anything behind his back that we haven't said
Mhm.
to his face
Mhm.
frequently.
Frequently, yeah. And if we wanted to slag him off musically, all I've just got to say is, well, he does like Green Day.
I heard rumours he likes Papa Roach as well.
He does. He likes Papa Roach, Green Day,
Yeah,
Disturbed.
I can't fault him for some of the Disturbed stuff.
It was that night he said about recommending some music for him. That was a fucking least. Fucking... Tyler, you really don't want me recommending albums for you to go and listen to. It's going to be very
especially not in front of the children.
Five Finger Death Punch. Yes. What can we say about them? Well, we could say a lot, but
I'd rather not.
yeah, not a big fan. Not a big fan.
The trouble is, it's American metal and so much of it is sanitized.
The modern stuff is.
They don't take risks.
I don't know, Martin. I've never broached the question with him about Nickelback. But I have a feeling, I do have a feeling that he may have a secret Nickelback CD somewhere. He did admit to liking Shania Twain music.
Oh God, who was it she was married to?
Mutt Lang. Because that's
Yeah.
how she got to start. Mutt Lang must have been getting on when he got with her.
Well, yeah, he's no youngster, that's for sure.
Mutt Lang's got to be easy. He's in mid-70s now.
Do you know, I wouldn't like to hazard a guess even. He's got to be.
But yeah, Tyler does like a bit of Shania Twain because it makes him feel like a woman.
Shit, he's 76.
Good producer, though.
Yeah. Produced some brilliant albums.
Yeah. He did AC/DC's Blow Up Your Video, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did some of White Snake stuff.
He
David Coverdale.
Def Leppard. He did a couple of good albums with Def Leppard.
Yeah.
To be honest. And much as I will take some stick for this, but he actually did a good job for the cause.
Yeah.
I know it's not everybody's taste, but some of their music was good.
Ah, we found another one of Lisa's secret loves, David Coverdale. Well, his hair, anyway.
Jeez, he produced the first Spider album.
Did he?
Yeah.
And we know Lisa likes Peter Steele. And Bon Jovi. That was definitely a good, sort of aimed at the girls, wasn't it? Bon Jovi.
Mm.
Oh, he produced Highway to Hell as well.
Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, he's produced a lot for Akadaka because he works with Highway, Back in Black, For Those About to Rock.
The difference was, Lisa, David Coverdale had probably shitloads of money to get some professional to do his hair every fucking day.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Do you know, I didn't realise the other day, so I was watching a documentary and they were on about Peter Steele, who later went in as the Misfits and everything. How tall Peter was. He was 6'7". Peter Steele. I knew he was a big guy, but I was like, fuck me. Typo negative. Love typo negative.
Yeah.
Big,
Yeah,
I
Spider's definitely one for the teenagers. That was when I first heard him.
True, Lisa. I think Peter Steele was a total waste with, when he went out. It was a total waste because I really liked Peter. He was such a talented guy, but people go into dark places, don't they? And he definitely did. Michael,
All right,
Oh, Mike.
how is your good self? Hopefully good-ish. Need you to send me your PayPal details, Michael, at some point. Send me your PayPal details and I'll send you some dollar over. Yeah, I read that, Lisa. That Peter Steele really hated himself as a person. He had some real issues, bless him. Yeah, package it up, Mike, and I'll send you the money over. Let me know exactly what you want and postage as well, mate. Matt's getting a new toy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
From
He's
a
getting
certain, from a
he's
certain
getting
very old,
something
a
that he's
certain
wanted
very old
for ages.
viewer.
Yeah. And this one isn't going out that house.
And if Matt doesn't want it, Bill does.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, Mike's done a good deal, bless him. Oh. I don't think I've got any typo negative actual albums. I mean, I've got stuff on the computer typo negative, but I haven't got any of their albums, which is really bad. That's another band I'm going to have to start looking for. It's getting expensive, this collecting music.
Yeah.
Right, we are at 2 hours.
But
Shall we call it evening?
why not?
I bet you have, Lisa. I bet you've seen the Playgirl with Peter Steele in it. Hey.
Oh, nice one.
Nice.
What you want to see the Playgirl with Peter Steele in?
No, what Mike's just put.
Mhm.
Oh, Getting worried then. Yeah, Richard sounds really good company, Mike. They have some cracking deals as well. Yeah, have a nice little setup there, Mike. Really, Marantz do some lovely stuff.
They do.
Good quality company, very good quality company. I shall send the link over to Lisa if they're about, and I'll send the link over to Michael if he fancies nipping in for 5. So I shall get you pair of to do your goodbyes.
Go on, Craig.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. The group is there as usual. I hope Tyler feels a bit better. And as usual, we shall be back again next week for our usual ramblings and rumbles. I hope everyone has a good week, and I'll pass that on to Bill.
Yep, cheers, Craig. Yep, echo what Craig says about the group. We've got it's been a bit quiet in there this week.
For their contributions to the subgenres of jazz, rap, and alternative hip
What
hop.
the hell? My stupid Alexa's just gone off. Anyway, back on track. Tyler, I hope you feel better because your sister's going to need something else fixing on the Jeep. And we've saved up a few specials for next week for you. And I hope everybody has a really good week. And see you next week. Over to you, Matt.
Right, yeah, there's not really much else I can say, guys. I shall be seeing you all next week. Tyler will be arriving probably a lot thinner after the best part of him's gone down the U-bend. But I do hope he feels better because I don't know what this bug is that the fact they've all got, but it sounds to me like some sort of flu-y stomach bug type shit. So I hope he feels better.
Yeah, I did start thinking norovirus from what he was describing.
I hope it's nothing too bad because it's not nice. It makes you feel fucking drained when you've got that. Really, really does. And he needs to keep on top of his diabetes shit and make sure he's eating properly. Not that he fucking will. He's an arse like that. But yeah, that's all from me. So we shall see you next week, guys. And we'll see you later.
See you later. Bye.